Hey everyone, welcome back to the BamaSound podcast. Today I am joined by my beautiful wife, Jasmine. We're going to talk a little bit about her artistic career and what she brings to the table for us at BamaSound. So Jazz, first I want to start off talking a little bit about how you discovered your love for artistic creation in all ways, not just drawing, even though you do that very well.
Well, I don't know. I've always just been very interested in any sort of creative or artistic thing. Like when I was in school, I was always the overachiever. Like any school project that we had, I was, if it wasn't artistic in a way, I would have made it artistic in a way. Yeah.
So that's great, but art doesn't even really scratch the surface of everything you do here, right? So you draw, you produce for a lot of the videos we do, storyboarding, you help film. You're part of the film team with me. And you also act. If some of you may have seen us in the KOD trailers that we put out for the book.
Yeah, those were super fun. I love things like that just like involve so many different kinds of creative things. Like it's not just filming, it's storyboarding, acting, everything. Like art design even goes into it for, intros and things like that. So
does it get difficult wearing so many hats?
No. I love it. I always have liked to do the most that I possibly could, like, having a full like schedule and being able to not only work projects, but take on like passion projects, creative projects too. So any way that I can express art, I've always loved.
Is there a favorite project that you've worked on here at BamaSound?
Well, I really love, and this was a long time ago, but when we did the music video for Jack, it was just really fun. I think that was one of the first music videos that we did. And so it was kind of like a challenge figuring out, how to even go about doing something like that. And it was really fun. I really do enjoy video projects. So
I don't know about you, but I feel like my skills as a creator have improved like tenfold just working here.
Yeah.
It's put me in positions where I have to challenge myself and learn new techniques and things like that in production, shooting, video editing, all of that. Would you say that applies to you as well?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like every project we do, just like, we learn something new, whether that's like through the editing process. If you haven't seen the KOD trailers, there's literally like an explosion in there where I like, my character gets blown up pretty much. So we kind of had to figure that out. But I think every little learning curve that comes with every project we do makes us better at, whatever that is, editing. So
I've been really impressed with your illustrations for KOD.
Thank you.
Can you talk me through a little bit of the process on how you make those and conceive of the idea for it?
Well, when Rick asked me to do that, he kind of already had the vision for each character. Obviously, like, he had certain celebrities in mind that he wanted the characters to kind of take after. So he told me each look alike, and I just kind of like looked up reference pictures of them and tried to copy as best as I could. And it was, I had to decide whether I wanted to do that with digital art or charcoal graphite. I ended up just doing like pencil sketches, but I think they turned out really well. And I think it's super cool for the author of the book to kind of see those characters that he was writing about the whole time come to life.
I loved the pencil sketches.
Thank
that was
you.
awesome. What was your favorite that you did?
Well, most challenging is definitely the one of the character Nadia Yefremov. And she Rick kind of decided he wanted her to be based off of me and kind of have my face on there. And I'm not very good at drawing myself or knowing what I look like. So but it ended up, I think, being the most fun because of the challenge. So I think you said that one was your favorite too.
Of course. Are there any upcoming artistic projects that you're looking forward to?
Oh yeah. I mean, we're gonna go through with more character sketches for the new King of Drones book that is coming out, Constantine. Obviously, it's a new book, so new characters are being introduced, and we're gonna explore that there as well. And then there's, some things coming up this October that I can't talk about yet, not at liberty to say, but keep an eye out for that.
I was going to say it. I'm glad you caught me. So something that not everyone might know about Jasmine is that she's also musically inclined and has a history of playing instruments and singing as well. I remember back in high school, you used to play guitar all the time. And you had a funny story about how you first learned. Can you tell that?
Yeah, I feel like how I got into each different art form is usually a funny story because I feel like I just get thrown into it and then I have to kind of learn in the moment what it is. So I know in high school when we met and we started dating, so about when we were probably 14, 15, you were always in the after school or elective that was guitar, and you would hang out with all the guitar people. And I was so obsessed with you that I hung out there too, and I didn't know how to play the guitar. I didn't have one. So I got a ukulele and I tried to learn how to play the ukulele. I had this book. I didn't have a phone at the time, so I couldn't necessarily look up any YouTube videos or anything about how to play. So I had to read the book old school and learn. And then I was kind of invited to, sit with everyone and play our instruments. And eventually I started gigging. There was a coffee shop, I know you remember, where we used to hang out all the time in downtown Prattville. Do you remember the
C3?
Yeah, C3. College coffee company. That's where I had my first gig. And I don't know, I really loved it. And then I was at a party once and someone there thought that I could play the guitar for some reason. I think maybe they thought that I knew how to play ukulele and they thought it was guitar or something. And so they told the band that was playing at this party that I knew how to play guitar. And so the band invited me on stage to play a song with them. And I don't think I had ever touched a guitar. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, sure. I'll play, I'll play whatever. What do you want me to play? And they were like, well, let's start out with something easy. Because I think, they could tell I probably looked really nervous. So they were like, let's do Knocking on Heaven's Door. So I was like, okay, cool. Which, as you would know, that's a very easy song to play on guitar. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'll play that. Let me just go to the bathroom first really quick. And so I went in the bathroom and I did have a phone at this point. So I just looked up how to play guitar and I looked up how to play that song and I memorized it. And then I went out on stage and they handed me their guitar and I played it. And that was my first time.
I feel like I definitely would not have been able to do that.
Well,
I wouldn't have been able to step out of the bathroom.
Under pressure, I guess I'm pretty...
Yeah, I think you do much better under pressure than I do. I kind of fold up.
Yeah.
But that's why I need her, I think. She kind of keeps me going in a way that I couldn't by myself.
Oh.
So after you spontaneously got into playing guitar, How did you carry this on? Did you continue to play? Did you join a band yourself?
I did join a band. I did not play the guitar in this band. I was lead singer, but I also played the drums. So I remember I bought myself a Pearl drum kit, and I never, I had never touched drums before, but I just thought that I would, start to learn how, and then I did, and then the band that I was in let me play those drums at gigs and such. I didn't really play the guitar much after that. It was mostly just singing, and I was another time thrown on stage. Basically, I was down in Mexico, and this was after we had filmed our music video that we filmed together in high school.
Class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So our high school Spanish class, we had to sing a song in Spanish, or like learn all the lyrics of a song in Spanish. And of course, I, wanted to be an overachiever. So I made a whole music video to go along with it.
Wait, so like the dancing wasn't part of the assignment?
No, not at all.
I always thought that was the assignment that she gave you, was to do a dance.
No. Yeah, I choreographed a whole dance for us to do in the music video. And then I sang the song and, storyboarded all of that. No,
well,
that
I'm
was
legitimately
never...
learning something new here today. That's
that
crazy.
Doesn't happen often.
Well, that makes sense though. You would do that.
Yeah. I did. I had to go all out. I don't know. I just had to.
Well, I'm glad you did. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
We should find that video and post it.
Oh, I still have it. I'm not posting it.
You're not?
No.
I thought we did pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
We spent like a month or two learning that dance.
Yeah.
In the library at school, we would practice during our breaks.
And Cam was a grade below me too. So he wasn't even getting a grade on this project. He just happened to be dating me.
I just loved Jasmine and I wanted to spend as much time with her as possible.
But yeah, I was in Mexico, and there was a band, playing at the resort that we were staying at. And I think I was talking to them about their drum set because I had just gotten that Pearl one and I didn't really know anything. So I was talking to them about it, and they started asking me if, I was in a band or if I sang or whatever. And I think I let it slip that was true and that I sang or whatever. So they invited me on the stage to sing.
Was it a mariachi band?
No, it was
just a regular band at the resort.
Yeah, it was a rock band, I guess. I don't remember the name of the band, but the guy that I was talking to was Sammy Alva. And he invited me on stage to sing. And I was just like, okay, sure. And he was like, but you have to sing in Spanish. Do you know any songs in Spanish? And I only knew that one from our music video. So
what's it called again?
El Perdón.
El Perdón.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I still know every lyric to that. The amount of times that I had to practice. So yeah, I somehow did that. I feel like it's easier to perform live in front of people that you don't know. Like, I feel like it's easier in front of strangers. I did probably not great. But,
you probably did good.
I was a kid,
Yeah.
I know when you were a kid, you have all your stuff privated now.
Yeah, no one needs to see that stuff.
Of your YouTube channel where you would sing. Yeah, you should make those public again. Everyone can see when you're 14 years old singing all your originals.
Rick is convincing me to get back into it, and I've already done one song that he picked, "Come Down the Coast," and I really enjoyed singing and filming that. But now he's tasked me with coming up with my own song to do another one, so I can't rely on him to give me all the work. I guess I got to come up with it myself.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to to sing more and kind of get back into that. I know we've been traveling for like the past, 3 years, 4 years or so. And so we haven't really had a home base, and we haven't really been able to like get you into gigging because obviously all of our music equipment would not fit in our van with all of our other stuff. So
if she doesn't seem like enough of a Wonder Woman yet, she just finished not like a section of the Appalachian Trail, the entire Appalachian Trail, over 2,200 miles.
Yeah.
And I didn't, obviously. I rode along and supported her, which was a lot of fun. I feel like I got all the benefits with none of the work.
Yeah.
But
you definitely still got to be a huge part of the trail. And I definitely couldn't have done it without you. The supported through hike was, a luxury.
mm-hmm.
If any of you listening don't know, the Appalachian Trail, I think it's about a 2,200 mile hike, and it's from Georgia to Maine. It took me about 5 months of walking to get done with that. So it's just a really good challenge and a really fun, like absolutely life-changing experience. So,
mm-hmm. And it's been about 6 months since, right?
I mean, that depends on...
Since we got off trail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So how has getting back into working life and day-to-day been different? Was it kind of a curve for you getting back into life? That's what I hear, is it's kind of difficult sometimes.
Well, usually people say they kind of go into like a depression after trail because it's like such a huge adventure, and then you go right back into like a 9 to 5 or whatever. That didn't happen for me because right after the trail, we just went right back into traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And right back into more adventure. So,
and even though we're based here in Montgomery, predominantly working for BamaSound,
mm-hmm.
I mean, we're still all over for different things, whether it's weddings or projects related to what we're doing here. We're going up to Appalachia soon to film some more content for some upcoming things. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I really enjoy that we get to continue our traveling while we're here,
I really enjoy... I mean, I don't like to be stationary for very long. Like I'm not used to having a home base. I know like we're in an apartment now, and it's very strange because I do like moving around a lot, but it's just so nice to like have my own shower and have air conditioning, and have a fridge. And so I can like actually like have food consistently whenever I want. It's just so crazy. I have a bathtub even.
That was a game changer.
I haven't had a bath in years. That sounds bad.
Not on the entire trail, at least.
Yeah.
You had the occasional dip in a creek, but...
Not even occasional. I was trying to get in every water source possible, especially during the summer. That was the worst.
It was hot.
Yeah. Anytime you got a chance to submerge yourself in water, you took it, and then you got out, and 5 minutes later you were like bone dry. Has
your traveling and all of these experiences that you've had with and without me been like an inspiration to your art? Has that influenced you at all?
Yeah. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff related to the trail. We've written a song about the trail, and I'm now writing a book about it, and we now have a whole YouTube channel that's documenting all of the things that I went through on the trail. So if you want to check that out, it's Jazz and Cam is our channel name, and it's 2 Z's and 2 M's.
Yeah, it was quite the journey.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
So where do you see us going next?
Well, I'm not hiking anymore. I think I'm done with hiking. I could be convinced.
How could you be convinced?
I don't know. If someone said go hiking tomorrow, I would. But it wouldn't be that hard.
I'm trying to get her on the Colorado Trail or maybe the PCT.
Yeah.
I think maybe the Colorado Trail is more reasonable.
The PCT worries me.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Yeah. Well, just
the last one.
the last two, mountain lions. And
I didn't think about that.
yeah, the bears on the PCT are the actual dangerous ones. The bears on the AT don't bother you at all. So
I'm really excited for these projects coming up in relation to Age of Osra. Going back up into Appalachia, exploring these places that we've just been through last year, and looking at them kind of in a new light, and, we're thinking about the story that Sir Carlton Lawrence has written. And, man, it's got some major twists that I know for a fact. Once you read it, you're not going to see them coming. I promise you that.
yeah.
But
it's so cool that book takes place on the Appalachian Trail, so, you can read the book if you've been on the trail and be like, oh, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know one of the places, Hiawassee is a town that the characters stop by in the book. And, that's a place that I stopped by on the trail for a resupply. And I think that's when we had the big storm come through and we had to go to laundry and take care of our soaking wet sleeping bags and things like that.
Yeah. The water was the enemy. Except when you were swimming in it, of course.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited for all the projects we have planned for Age of Osra, art and acting, art in all forms, really.
We've been talking to Cameron a little bit, Cameron Dubois, seeing if maybe she's interested in producing another music video.
Yeah.
Maybe what you would recommend or what song of hers that you would like to be seen as a music video?
There's one of her songs that we started filming a music video a few years ago on, and it kind of like takes place in a bar setting. And I remember, we were underage, so we couldn't get into the bar to film. So finishing that one would be really fun.
Definitely.
And I was really excited about that one too.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
She has one for Peace, right?
Yeah.
That's a really good one, isn't it?
It is really good. All of her videos are really good.
I was a little scared when we went and made that first one for her, Jack. I was like, wow, seems like she already has a pretty capable video team that she uses.
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
No, I don't know, but I think that they were based out of state.
Gotcha.
If I am correct in that. I don't know.
Well, I was a really big fan of how Jack turned out. I mean, I was the editor. I would hope I would be a big fan of it, but I think it was beautiful. I think it was edgy and dark and ominous.
Too. And I know that she was really happy with it. So,
yeah.
And it's so much easier to have, your video team right here. And like, not only in the same city, but, we all live in like within 500 feet of each other. It's like a hype house, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like a hype house. I've honestly found that to be extremely convenient.
Yeah.
Like we're all basically on the same block. So, coming together to put a project in motion is really easy, it seems, I mean, we can just walk across the street and film whatever, So,
yeah.
I think as far as Cam goes, I'm really excited to see her push her voice in kind of a more versatile, dynamic direction. Like you kind of know her as country Americana, maybe, but she just did that cover recently of the Olivia Rodrigo song.
Driver's License.
Driver's License,
yeah,
right.
That was kind of a new genre for her, but she did really good with it.
I loved her rendition of it. It was awesome. It was really different, and maybe I like it better than the original one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But are there any other songs you think she might want to cover like that?
Oh, yeah. We've, we're working on doing a lot more covers. Obviously, TikTok in general has been like a huge influence on what is popular in music. I know some people only listen to like music they find on TikTok. So covering popular audios, I think is going to be really good.
Mhm.
But still, not only popular audios, we still want to kind of stick true to ourselves and do do the songs that speak to us, whether they speak to other people or not. I feel like if it speaks to you and you're doing a cover of it, other people can tell like that your soul is really in it, you know?
So we just did this really fun trailer project for KOD, and we both acted in that.
Mm-hmm.
I would honestly say that was my first real experience with acting. I mean, I've been an extra and some random stuff, but that's
you had an agency and
not
everything
really acting.
when you were a kid.
I did a little bit of modeling, but I didn't really do any acting. I know for a fact, though, that you have done plenty of acting before this project ever came about.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how you got into that field.
Well, that's another situation where I kind of just got thrown into it.
It happens a lot for you.
Yeah.
Just getting thrown in.
And so there was this play going on, and I was in it. I was I don't know, the word's not extra, I guess, but like I was a non-line character. I was a background character in this play. And the day before the play was going to be, like, we did rehearsals, you know, for a while, but the day before the play was going to be performed for, you know, the people who got tickets and things, the lead actor just quit. He said, I'm done. I'm not doing this. This is stupid. I don't know. I really have no idea. He just said it was stupid and he didn't want to do it. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know why he, you know, wanted that part in the first place then, but I guess just.
And what was the part?
Well, it was the lead role, and it was for an Australian man.
Okay. And so then what happened?
So of course for that role, they put me as the lead because I was the only one who, didn't really have a speaking line already. And I was also the only one who agreed. Everybody else really did not want to do that. So the night before the play, I crammed like learning all the lines and learning how to, even do like an Australian accent because I was like this like wilderness, like
an outdoorsman?
Yeah, like Steve Irwin kind of person.
How'd you pull that off?
I don't know. I don't think I did. And so, I had to get on stage the next day and,
And you learned all your lines in one night? How many lines do you have?
I mean, it was the lead role, so it was a lot of lines, but I don't know. I somehow did it. I remember in between scenes, I would go back and I would read off the script. I tried really hard. I somehow didn't mess up any lines. So
you didn't mess up any lines?
No, so I guess I did well in that.
Wow. So did they put you like in a costume and makeup?
Yeah.
To look like an Australian outdoorsman?
Yeah, I don't think I really looked like a man, but I think I did, an okay job for. And it was a low budget play too, so it really was just kind of putting my hair up into a hat and like putting on glasses. They already had, the costume from the other guy, so somehow it fit.
Man, I kind of wish I would have seen that.
It's probably recorded.
Really?
Yeah.
We've got to find it.
I know my best friend, Abigail, her family was at that play watching because she was also in it. And they still talk about it for some reason. They're like, oh, it's Jazz. It's, she does the best Australian accent. Like, it's so cool. So I don't know. That's literally all that they know about me, I think. So they say it all the time. They probably have it on film somewhere. It's probably on Facebook.
I've got to say, I feel like one of your defining traits as a person is just
saying yes to everything.
Saying yes to everything and having the ability to jump into anything and just figure it out and do it and not be stressed about it. and be excited
Yeah.
even to learn, you know?
Well, very well, I'm neurotypical. So I think I
and
was
am
born
not.
without stress. So
I think she was. Yeah. Everything that stresses me out just makes her excited.
Yeah. It's the same part of your brain,
Mhm.
anxiety and excitement, the same part that activates. So,
Yeah.
You've kind of been asking me how I've gotten into everything. Yeah.
I don't like where you're going with this.
How did you get into everything?
Well, I mean, in the same way as you, it kind of fell into my lap and I ran with it.
Like, when did you start playing guitar even?
Oh, well, that's way back.
Yeah.
Well, I started playing ukulele first because I was scared of all those strings. It was kind of intimidating. But 4 strings, that seemed reasonable, right? So,
I mean, that's what I did. Yeah.
yeah, a family friend got me a ukulele, and I played ukulele for a couple of years, and got familiar with the strings and chord shapes and progressions and stuff like that. I mean, I knew no theory at that point, but I still don't. But that kind of got me into it, And after a couple of years of playing ukulele, I've eventually worked up the courage to make the jump to 6 strings. And I started playing. I was very blessed. My mom had a $2,000 Taylor guitar that she hardly ever played, but I was all over that thing, right? So I got to start on a Taylor, and it was just awesome. Like, I think I got a little beater guitar at some point after that and tried to play on it, and I just hated it.
Yeah.
It felt like crap.
Well, it's hard to go anywhere.
Yeah, maybe I should have started on
there.
something crappy like that for my own good. But yeah, I started playing guitar, and I really wanted an electric guitar because, I wanted to rock out like every other teenage kid back then. Or now, at any time, really. And so I think my mom kind of gave me an ultimatum. And gosh, what did she say? There was some sort of condition that I had to meet to get the electric guitar. But believe me, I met the condition. I did whatever it was that I had to do. And so she took me to Guitar Center, and I got this little blue Ibanez.
I remember
still
that,
got that.
yeah.
I still got the guitar at my dad's. But yeah, the rest is history. I kind of just kept playing. Took some lessons, tried to learn a little bit of theory, but I just never really cared that much about theory. I just wanted to play.
It's really hard.
Even
color theory.
It's not
in
even
art,
that hard. You just have to
hard.
care at least a little bit about learning.
No.
I didn't really care.
Well, it's hard to me.
Yeah.
Then.
I mean, at some point, I knew some scales and stuff, and I could tell you what this note was, but I don't. I just play to play,
Yeah. Well, how did you get into gigging then from there? I know your mom was a musician.
I guess it kind of was my mom. She played in bands and things when I was growing up all the time, and so it was something that I was well introduced to. And I think occasionally she'd have me come up and sing a song or two. And so I got into that, and I really liked that. It was fun. And eventually I got into lessons with Jilla, vocal lessons with Jilla, Jilla Webb. She's got to be the best vocalist at least
ever.
in Alabama.
I think just ever.
But I really enjoyed that, and it got me into these student shows where I was singing and performing for more people. I started playing at bars and little spots around town, Prattville and Wetumpka and places like that. And all that was up until COVID. And then no more gigs, and I just never got back into it. Unfortunately, I think I shifted. That was the point.
Yeah. When COVID started, you shifted into videography.
Yeah.
Because you shot that wedding.
Right. I had an amazing opportunity from a family. This lady's daughter was getting married, and she somehow knew my family and got in touch with me and said, I'll buy you all of the equipment you need to shoot this wedding if you shoot it in 6 months. And I was like, you're just going to give me a career, basically? And all I have to do is use the equipment that you give me to shoot your wedding? Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So it all started from there. And I mean, I couldn't tell you how many weddings I've shot by this point. But I really, really, really enjoy video production.
Yeah. I enjoy weddings and I enjoy shooting them with you. And I think I think it's cool we got into wedding photography and videography, like
it's a killer combo.
Each other,
we knock it out of the park every time, don't we?
Like whenever we're doing a wedding and we tell them like that we're married, like their photo video team is a couple, they always ask like, oh, did you meet doing this? No. We just liked both.
I don't know what we were doing when we met. Probably just
Well,
music.
I started pretty much everything. I started, modeling, singing, acting, photography, basically all at 15 when we met. So, I mean, I think, I shot my first wedding when I was about 7, 8 years old. So, but that doesn't count.
It doesn't count?
Yeah, because I
did a great job.
No, I mean, they had given me a camera to do it with. I couldn't have done that good of a job because I remember that wedding I caught the bouquet.
I don't know if the photographer is supposed to be the one catching the bouquet.
Right. So I guess that part was not, there was no pictures of that part.
No, it could have been a really
probably.
Cool like POV shot. You know
Maybe.
what I mean?
But I think that they, that was so long ago and a lot of people back then just didn't care about high quality
people now don't care
pictures.
For some reason.
Yeah, it's true.
But
I think everyone deserves it.
People that hire us care. Obviously, that's why they hire us, right?
Or if they do care, but they, can't afford to hire us. We care so much. We've shot so many weddings for free just because it's so important to us that like everybody has that. Like everybody has that memory like captured beautifully. So it's a really good wedding gift that we've been able to give some people.
When you live in a van, you can afford to have reasonable pricing.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have bills, so.
We have one bill.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like we've had such a storied like career as a couple, and I'm really excited to see where that goes in the future.
I mean, yeah, this is what I always planned on having. I think I'm exactly where I want to be with you. I know we both have wanted to live in a van forever. I mean, I've wanted to live in a van since I was probably 12. And when I first met you, you wanted to live in a tiny house. And I had to convince you, like, no, van. And then you were like, okay, well, truck camper? No, we're going to do a van. And you were like, oh, well, what about like just an RV? No. And we did.
I'm glad we stuck with the van idea. I think that was the best choice.
I think it works so perfectly for us. And we have everything in there we could ever need.
Yeah.
Except a shower and air conditioning.
Oh, we have the air conditioner. We just can never use it, hardly.
Yeah. Not enough power for that.
Well, Jazz, it's been a pleasure talking with you here today. I'm actually surprised I learned something new. I didn't think I was going to, but I did. So I'm happy about that. If y'all want to see more from us and the rest of the team, go to BamaSoundMedia.com. BamaSoundMedia.com. Thank you, Jazz.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.